Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be playing Dragon's Fire. This is a new game on Roblox that has been released by Cozy Chick Studios. And in fact, the developers that have worked on this game are Finny and ArchArch06. ArchArch06 is actually currently the owner of Wings of Fire: The Journey, so this is very exciting to play. At the time of filming, the game is still in beta and it costs 25 Robux to play. This video will have a lot less cuts than usual, as I'm just trying to give you a basic understanding of the game. If you want me to do a more in-depth video about this, please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do it if that's what you want me to do. Anyway, let's get into the game. Okay, so here we are. Just on the loading screen, we're able to see Welcome to Dragon's Fire. We have the option to play as an adult or play as a child. Note, you can see the keyboard controls will go into settings and help tab in-game, not Roblox settings. So I'd say to start off, we're going to try playing as an adult. And it seems that we are right now in the customization menu. So let's just go through the different customization options and see what we can do. So there's different horn designs. So this is design 1, this is design 2, and this is design 3. This is actually pretty fancy. So I think I'm going to be going, just for this example OC, I'm going to be going with probably, let's see. I do prefer horn design 1, I have to say. Now let's look at ear design. So we have this very fancy looking ear. I also have this, a much simpler, more regular ear. I say that this ear is a bit more normal compared to my character. We also have accessories, so let's check those out. Armor. Nice. Butterfly. Very fancy. And enchant. Choose parts. We're able to choose separate parts, I guess, of what we want. So now I'm just selecting head, so I'm able to have the assassin body along with the butterfly headpiece. That's actually pretty awesome, so it lets you really mix and match what you want for your accessories. So it seems over here on the right, we're able to choose which type of models we want. So horns, if you don't want horns, you can just unselect that. But I like the horns, so I'm going to keep them. So with neck, you're able to remove the spikes on your neck, and you're able to remove the spikes on your back as well. And with scales, you're able to remove the scales from the rest of your body. I think I'm going to be keeping it all because it adds a lot of texture and makes my dragon look, in my opinion, much fancier. So we're also able to choose the material, so wingspan. So this is what I'm guessing is our wings, so plastic. So this looks like customization for the membrane. So right now we only have 3 options for free. I'm guessing we'll get more when VIP is added in the game, but as you can see, it's not in the game yet. So sand, plastic, concrete. I think for now I'm going to stick with plastic because it looks very fancy and it just looks nice and clean. So for fur, you're able to choose the texture for the rest of your dragon, not including your wingspan. So for fur, you're able to choose different textures for your dragon that isn't including the membrane. So for concrete, this is actually what Wings of Fire has for their main material for dragons. Then we have plastic and sand. I think for now I'm probably going to be sticking with sand. So I think we've gotten everything. Let's just continue. And for this, we're going to make it fancy. So it looks like there's a wide range of colors that we can choose. So I think I'm going to be trying to make as close to dragon types as possible. So a nice, very light blue. And then, so that's for your main color. Then for my eyes, it is also a very light blue. Right about here. For eyes too, this is darker blue, so a bit of a darker blue, so I can just go here, then select this to make it a bit darker. Perfect. And then for spots, I'm going to make those white. Let's see, so main color, eyes, nose. Wait, if I click start painting, oh, so it has custom painting, which is very nice for those who want to make super fancy OCs. Ooh, and you can paint individual scales. Very nice. So, give me a second. I'll be right back when I've completed painting my wonderful dragon. Alright, so just to test how well I could really paint my entire dragon using the manual painting, I just decided to paint it all light blue. I did have a few issues with painting these dots, like even when I'm clicking on it, it doesn't end up actually registering or painting. Which is odd because the main dot did paint itself even though it took me multiple tries to do it. Also, this part, I'm unable to paint, even though on the other side I was able to paint the part just fine. But anyway, I've gotten it to the point where I'm happy enough with it. It's not perfect. Oh, I forgot this part. But it is definitely playable, and I think I'm just going to go into game. Once again, this isn't a good looking OC, but it's just kind of to test. So let's go into the game and see overall gameplay. So we have spawned into the game. It looks like people are already role-playing, and some people have made some super nice OCs on here, so it's definitely possible. These things actually look really, really good. I'm actually impressed. This is fancy. Mine looks kind of embarrassing, and I couldn't even paint these. I feel embarrassed about how bad my dragon is. So the map looks extremely good. It looks as though it's not finished with multiple open spaces, but that's obviously to be expected. This game is in beta, so you can't really expect it to be perfect or completely finished. But overall, the shading on it is super nice. I'm playing full graphics, so let me just see how it would be with slightly lower graphics. So I'm going to lower it down to 3. So this might be a bit more realistic to what others are playing on. And overall, it still looks good. Obviously, the shading isn't as good and things like that because not everyone's device can handle it. But it is still very enjoyable. Obviously, if you can, I definitely recommend using maximum graphic settings because it just makes the game look even better. But let's just do a quick exploration of the map. So there seems to be a water area with a dock, a nice campfire, or bonfire, whichever you want to call it. There's also this very nice cave with really good lighting. Once we leave here, we're able to go over to this extremely nice lake, which seems to have partial pink coloration. There is no swimming animation, but you are able to fly underwater, so if you want to be an aquatic dragon, then you're able to do that, but you'll just have to fly instead of swim. So if we move over to here, we can see a nice rock formation along with another campfire / bonfire and more docks. And here seems like a more volcanic area, with also another kind of den inside here. Very nicely lit and very cool. I feel like this would be perfect if you have more of a lava themed dragon. When I move over here, once again, kind of an empty area. Not sure if it will stay like this, but I'm guessing it won't because once again, it's in beta. So a lot of these empty areas will be fixed when the game is fully released. A nice structure, which seems to a very cool rock formation with a nice kind of private area on top. So if you ever wanted to have like a private area in the map where there aren't very many people, this would be great. There also seems to be a couple of floating islands. Once again, very fancy, very fancy. Once again, very nicely done. I do really like how they've implemented the different colors along the bottom. A waterfall that goes into a smaller lake with a nice bridge over it. I just realized there's a school here. This must be a college class because the math is very advanced. But overall, this would be perfect if you want a school roleplay. Whoa. And an adoption center right here. And a medical place here, like a medical clinic with an operating table. So if you ever want to do like a medical roleplay, you want to be a doctor, that could definitely work. Oh, and you're also able to change your roleplay name to something fancy like Dragon Types, and it will show up above your real Roblox username. So there's also a few other interesting places like this, which will most likely be removed when development ends, since this looks like just a place where they put all the models so that they can copy it over. You're able to see a lot of just the models they're using. So overall, what would I say about this game? Would I recommend you get it? After all, it's 25 Robux. So honestly, I really, really recommend this game. Even though it's in beta right now, there's still a ton of stuff you can do. I've seen roleplays on it, and from what I can see, the people that roleplay on the game are pretty good at roleplaying. Once again, it's 25 Robux, so unfortunately, not everyone will be able to get it. But for those who can and have the Robux to spare, I definitely recommend it. If you want me to go into full detail about things I really like about this game, I have to say the map is a major plus. Although it's not finished and there's still a lot of empty areas, the parts that have been finished are super nice. Also, as you saw from the other people, when you learn how to do proper customization, you can make insanely good OCs. My main issue about the game is only that when doing the custom painting for the customization, I did have slight issues with being able to color all my dragon, and that's why you see a few dots from places I wasn't able to color. Oh, also another issue I have is that you get stuck in walls while you're flying. So I definitely recommend getting Dragon's Fire. It's an extremely good game, and I think it has a lot of potential. The only reason why I'd say not to get it is if you don't really have the Robux, or if you don't really want to play a not fully completed game. I'm going to be leaving a link to the game in the description, and I recommend you all check it out. But with that, I have nothing else to say. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.